Let's talk about a really nasty subject. Let's talk about control. Control. Do you like to be controlled by others? Well, that's actually interesting. Like, let's say you're in surgery. I guess you would like to be controlled really well and perfect by the surgeon so he doesn't completely destroy your body, right? But so sometimes, I mean, control must be a good thing, and you would like to be controlled proper and really well and so on. But I think when we talk about control and you get this negative vibe, then it is really that you don't like to be pushed around. I mean, like, go there, go here, go back, go forth, and that doesn't feel nice. But I don't know, I have some years back I did some dancing classes. I did actually a few, and dance is so much control, and it's a very nice interaction, you know, because you just sort of like control your partner and you get feedback from your partner. It's just in a dancing motion, and it's so, I mean, when that works out, it's so perfect. It's a wonderful feeling. So control can be wonderful and it can be very nice to be controlled in a dance situation or whatever. And I think you object to being pushed around, but is that really control? If I push and sort of like push you around and sort of like, I'm not very good at control, am I? I mean, if I'm sort of like, if I'm able to sort of like say, if for instance you're doing something and you can't quite do it with your fingers, and I sort of say you just need to, and I sort of like take your hand, I push your hand a little bit and I show you how to do it, you probably go, oh, I got it now, it's fine. And I sort of give you back the control of your hand again, and that's fine. So also if you're handling a horse, I have a horse and my wife have a few horses, and there is a lot of control in terms of that. But the more force you use, the worse your control is actually. You know, if you are good at handling horses, it almost looks like you're doing nothing, but the horse gets what you want it to do and so on. So control is a very interesting thing, because the less effort, force you use in exercising control, the better the control actually is. You know? So I'm trying, what is control? I mean, in Scientology there is a definition which is quite interesting, which is very, very basic. It just says that control is start, change, stop. You could sort of say that everything we do when we exercise control sort of like involves either starting something, changing its position, stopping it, and that is what control is in essence. It's start, change, and stop. Also, it's very interesting to notice that some people in their life and in relationship to other people are very good at starting things. They can't really finish it, and they can't really persevere through it, so they don't carry it through. You can also have people who are very, very have big issues about starting things, but they're very good at continuing stuff. You know, they're sort of like, you really need to sort of like get them going, and then when they're going, they keep going and they keep doing their thing and achieving stuff in life and so on. So they're very good at continuing, I mean, what you could say, changing the whatever is happening, but they are not very good at sort of like initiating and starting it. You can also have people who are sort of like very bad at the last part of control, which is basically stopping it, sort of saying, okay, I've done this thing for a while, and now it's time to stop. You know, that can be in relationships, it can be in jobs, it can be in education, it can even be in paintings. For instance, if you're painting, you're sort of like making a drawing, you come to a point where you go, oh, this is really good, and then you say, maybe I should do a little bit more on it, and you sort of like kill it, because all of a sudden it just looks boring, right? Because you overdid it. You were not able to sort of spot the exact point where you needed to stop. Okay, so if you are good at the subject of control, you have an ability to start, change, and stop things. And that could be parts of your life. It can be, it could be, I mean, it's obviously about relationships, right? And projects and so on. And it's also the very small things. It's just like, oh, I have a phone call. I have to take this phone call and I have to stop this video. So take care.